What was the craziest thing you think you saw down there?
I saw all type of crazy things, man.
YouTube, it's your boy Messi, this Big Bro TV. I got some heat for you, and you know we keeping it cool. So this video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm introducing a new series into the channel. It's called the Apex Male series. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna explore the stories and the lives of people that are under the radar, right? Now there are a lot of high value males that are among us, you know, living everyday lives, but really getting to the bag and really being successful all around. And I feel like too much focus is put on celebrities, influencers, content creators, people like that. We want to highlight people that don't get to really show us that they got some game. Always want to find people that not everybody knows about, because those are the people that always got the game that not everybody knows about. So with this video, I have a good friend of mine, and he's a young man. He's really doing amazing things, and he's overcome a lot of barriers. So I really think that he has got some interesting perspectives in the way that he looks at life, and I really think that you guys can gain a lot from what he's got to say. So we're gonna break down what he's gone through, his story. So without further ado, let me bring on my dog. What do you want the people to know you by?
Laz.
Okay, perfect.
They can call me Laz, but my real name, my full name is Lázaro Izquierdo.
Okay, perfect. My boy Laz. So tell me, where you from, brother?
Cuba, born and raised.
You're born and raised in Cuba. What city you born from?
Havana, the capital.
Havana.
Yeah.
Alright, so tell me, what was growing up like? What was growing up like in Cuba? What kind of shit was an everyday existence of Cuba?
Okay, so first of all, obviously the situation and the economy of the country is not the best. I had a really good childhood because my mom always took really good care of me. She was in a good position financially compared to other people around the country, which it was actually good. Growing up like was tough, but comparing to the life that I have now, it was tough. But back in the day, it was actually normal to me because that was my every single day life.
You didn't know any different?
No, at all. Until I moved here, and then I realized. Wow.
Okay. So tell me a little. Now you say that you felt like you had money when you were in Cuba. Now I know from what I've been told that there's food shortages. Things are really rough over there. You said your mom worked for the government, so therefore you would say that you at least kind of got the good life, the better life that you could have over there, right?
Compared to other people, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, of course. Compared to other people, I had a really good life.
Okay, and that's probably how you were able to move and be able to get yourself to America, right?
I think I learned a lot about my mom, like her work ethic and how hard she works. She still does work her ass off. So I think I got a lot from her.
Okay, and was your father in the picture?
Yeah, of course. Since, my dad and my mom were not together when I was growing up. But my dad was always present. I always had that dad figure like next to me, always helping me out to, be better. My dad used to take me to do sports. Like I did judo. I did a lot of sports growing up. So my dad was always there in that matter, right? He was always the person that would take me to do judo, to do this, to basketball games, to baseball games. He was always that figure. So he actually helped me out a lot as well.
Okay, so your parents weren't together, but your dad still found a way to make an impact in your life.
100%.
That's awesome. Now, did you see a lot of kids around you without their father figures in their life?
Yeah, of course. Hey, you see all kind of stuff in Cuba whenever you're growing up there. It's really tough for people because, you really see people growing up not having their father or their mom, and they do stuff that is not necessarily ethical just to get things that they need. So it's kind of
they don't have a support system, so they kind of gotta go fend for themselves, right?
100%.
What was the craziest thing you think you saw down there?
I saw all type of crazy things, man.
Like from a young man, what's the crazy thing you saw a young guy do out there?
Something on a daily basis. It was like the fact that people would just get close to you just because you have more than others. And it happened to me. Like growing up, people would just get close to me just because I had a little bit more, and they would come to my house and we have food. Like just as simple as that. We have food. So they'll always come and the first thing they'll ask is like, yo, you got any food? And hey, don't get me wrong, like I was happy to help. Like I'm happy to help. And it's not something that like I kinda look back and I'm like, wow, I'm thankful I was able to provide somehow. And I still hang out with those people. When I go to Cuba, I still go and see them. But it's like the situation of the country for a lot of people, 90% of the people. So a lot of crazy things that people do. Obviously, is the usual. Like people get into houses and they literally steal the food because they don't have food and they take it home. They take it to their house because they don't have any. So that's crazy thing that happens on a daily basis. It's not something that happens once, twice. No, it happens on a daily basis.
There's an inequality in Cuba, and there are people that are doing a lot of things that they definitely shouldn't just to get their hands on food, which we probably take for granted here. Food, we throw it away, but they're willing to break up friendships, willing to steal, go to jail. And now you probably don't want to go to jail in Cuba, right? The jails aren't
No.
good there, right?
I mean, never been in one. Obviously, heard stories, but if the situation of the country is that bad, imagine how the jail is gonna be like.
Yeah.
There's actually, they don't eat for days type thing, and it's kind of tough because at the end of the day, it's not something that you have control of. Like in United States, like here, you can actually work to become better, and you can actually have better possibilities if you actually work for it. But back there, not even if you work your ass off and you try to be the best version of yourself, if you read 20 books a day, a month, like it doesn't matter, you can get better because the situation of the country doesn't necessarily allow you to.
The government is constricting you, and you can't do anything to get your head
Exactly.
above water.
Exactly.
Hey, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. This clip is done, but don't be alarmed. The next one is coming up soon. Like and subscribe, that way you don't miss it. It means the world to me that you're watching this video. I hope you find it interesting. I hope you find it entertaining. You find value. It's Big Bro TV. Apex Male. It's coming up soon. Peace.